because, oh my gosh, God is an amazing God. I mean, he never ceases to surprise me like, wow, God, you had that worked out and that worked out. I mean, more than I could ever imagine. But I landed in Soleimani. It's right on about 40 miles from the Iranian border in Kurdish Iraq. You can go to the next slide. And when I go to these places, often people say, well, do you ever take non-medical people? Or I can't go, what can I do? Well, I wanted to share a story from Alexa Estrada. She's usually one of our front row ladies. She's the daughter of Heather and Sasha Estrada, and their son Isaiah have come to our fellowship and been a true blessing. But she heard of one of our trips where people were making like gowns, hospital gowns. And she goes, well, I can sew. So I should do something. So right before I left, I got this box, and Sasha put on it. It's Alexa de Kirk, made with love, her money, her time, her skill, and her love. And so when I opened this box, this is what I found. And she had made these handmade blankets that were fleece on one side and then these beautiful fabrics on the other side with her own money. And these are really important for me because on each one of these tags, she had a little stamp of the Hawaiian Islands. Then on the back, she said, Jesus has not forgotten you. When I hand that to a mother whose child is just about ready or just come back from a procedure, and I can tell them how this happened, how this came about, because there's a 12-year-old girl who felt God put it on her heart that she wanted to show love to these children and these families who were going through procedures and let them know that Jesus has not forgotten them. This is a beautiful way for me to enter the gospel presentation to this family. This is a 12-year-old girl. She didn't go with me to Iraq, but she was blessing many in Iraq just by the work of her hands. So often people are wondering, what can I do? Ask God what you can do. Because I love that I had a chance to bring these blankets and tell these stories. And so I have a picture of a few of them. These are the mothers who, and you can see this one had Noah's Ark on it. Last time we were in Iraq, as you might remember, as we drove out of Turkey, we were in Cernak, which is the city of Noah. So this is another beautiful bridge. Even the fabric she chose was a bridge so we could have discussions. Here are two mothers whose children have just come out of the catheterization laboratory. And in Iraqi hospitals, most of the families are expected to provide their own blankets. Like you should come with your own. And so when the child is done with the procedure, the people are saying, where's the family to bring the blankets? And so this is beautiful to wrap these children up with these beautiful blankets. Next slide. This is actually maybe a lot of you have heard about the Yazidis. They're a very, very small religious and ethnic minority in northern Kurdistan and southern Syria. And